Hello team, I'm coming across a lot of questions, so I thought maybe I'll start producing some short video bites and start answering these questions. Today's question is, what is a product and what does it really mean, productizing IT services? You can Google standard definition, probably we don't have to talk about it, but DevOps is a very classic example of productizing IT services. Taking it further, I'm giving you one of my life story over here and may give you a little more sense. Back in 1996, I used to be a software developer, and I was responsible for developing the code for a global implementation, pushing the code, doing the unit testing, pushing the code into the UAT environment, working with the business to do the testing, and sometimes we used to just directly update the code into the UAT environment and then later on synchronize with the development environment. And then over the weekend, I was responsible for pushing the code into the production. It was so intense that pretty much I used to sit in the office all week, not only me, entire team. 1997, my elder daughter was born, and I did not see her for 6 months. It was that intense. I did not get a chance to go home and play with her or take care of her. Then one day, my IT VP made an announcement that no one has access to test environment or performance tuning environment or the production environment. He hired a couple of junior release managers, non-technical people, and they will be the one who will be pushing the code. This just one single statement changed the entire IT culture, top down or bottom up. What happened is that now I have to bundle the code, properly test it in the test and development environment itself, because I will not have any chance to really re-verify in the test environment or any other environment. So I will test it in unit test it thoroughly, bundle it, and I was allowed, or developers were allowed, to only give one file and one command to the release manager. Release manager cannot do anything more than that. So I have to bundle the entire code in this and write all the scripts into one file and give just one command to the release manager. That means release manager will take that zip file and execute one command into the UAT environment, and that should distribute all the libraries into the right folders, should compile the executables, should create the database schemas, and on and on and on, and at the end generate a log file which release manager will give back to the developers for the verification. Yes, it was tough in the beginning that I have to do a lot of scripting in addition to the development, but that changed the life dramatically. A work-life balance started coming in. I was just responsible for development. No weekends, no evenings, nothing anymore. Second thing what started happening is that if a UAT environment refresh is required, I am not needed. The release manager will clean the environment with the help of the DBAs and the sysadmins and just rerun all the scripts one after the other, and the environment is rebuilt. Similarly, if there is a corruption happening, they will just go ahead and do the same thing, refresh the environment and run all the scripts. And they can build as many number of environments as they want without really me or developers being in the place. This is productizing the IT service. Prior to that, actually, when we were responsible for everything, it was all about me. I have to be available to do the promotions, code promotions. I am responsible for making sure executions are happening correctly, I'm responsible for rebuild of the environments, I'm needed everywhere. It's all about my availability. If I am not available, that IT service will stop. So that means IT service lifespan was tied to my availability. On the contrary, when we productized the service, the lifespan of the product was beyond my lifespan or my availability. That code which we wrote, the scripts we wrote, and the bundles we created will exist even if I quit the company. That's the beauty of productizing the services. That lifespan increases, work-life balance starts coming in, we do standardization, repeatability increases, and we have very less dependency on individuals to be available. I hope this example makes little sense. Please provide feedback. I will record a couple of more videos for data centers and for the operations and so on from our organization. And till then, think about it and talk to you soon.